Testing, okay. Hi, how are you? Yes, it is. Cool. Mm-hmm.
Heyo.
Hi. Can you talk again?
Heyo.
There we go. Okay. Cool, cool.
What, am I too quiet?
No, there's something going on with all of my settings reset overnight. So like all my cameras were funky and everything was just funky. So I just have it on my loading screen right now as I kind of
That's
fix.
fair. Typically when that happens, it's because of an update, so I'm
Yeah.
told.
And I think I ignored an update yesterday, which might have happened overnight.
Yeah, if you ignore the updates, eventually the computer gets to the point where it's just like, fuck you, I'll do it myself.
Yeah. All right.
That's what I'm
Media
waiting for it to do with Windows 11.
properties loop. Okay, let's turn you off. Stop doing a thing. Okay. Loop. Okay, so that should happen. Okay. All right. There we go. Media sources on. Cool. All right, so I'm in day 2 of trees and cookies. So I cleaned up my area a little bit, like reclaimed all of that clay over there. Well, except for that one little bit. It was a little too wet this morning. I still have another board behind me of reclaim, but that'll happen either later tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on when it feels like drying itself out. Okay, chat is up. OBS is up. I am out of studio mode now. Okay, good to go. Let's plug the phone in. Otherwise, that's going to die while I'm working. Okay.
Lily's looking at me like, what are we doing, Daddy?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, with this being a YouTube stream, I can't actually show you, but...
just hanging out. Just hanging out. Nice chill stream. Okay. Cool. Okay. got myself kind of set up this morning. My clay is super wet, which if I was throwing anything significant would not be good, but because I'm just throwing the cookies, it's okay. I've got my coffee this morning, so everything is a little light, but I got my coffee this morning. So everything is good.
Oh, that's funny. She's being picked up by the mic.
Yeah. She is, in fact, a human voice.
Well, no, I didn't realize the mic could pick her up as far away as she is from it.
Mm. Yeah, we've been having issues with our mic upstairs. We're going to have to probably tweak some settings on our computer. Stop that. So yeah. So what's Dee gonna do when faced with getting on a boat or not getting on a boat? Oh, he walked away. Okay.
I think we're approaching a potential conflict of interest, but that's problematic because if she doesn't, that's going to split the party.
So,
Where, on the other hand, Sakura, oh, hell yeah, he would have gotten on the boat. Yeah.
to save Sakura or not to save Sakura? That
I mean,
is the question.
if it's coming down to whether she gets on the boat to save Sakura or not, then yes, she would likely get on the boat. If only to, shall we say, well, not only to ingratiate herself toward the others, but at the same time, at this point, it's also a curiosity. She wants to see where this would go.
That's fair. She has reports to write and information to send.
You know, you've got a good point. I didn't actually think about that part of it. In which case, yeah, she'd definitely get on the boat. No. Also, Lily is getting to that point where she's starting to put stuff in her mouth, which I'm having to watch out for.
Everything in the mouth. Everything
Yeah.
has a flavor.
Yeah, I figured that out a few minutes ago when she got a hold of a pen that I completely forgot was on the ground. I was like, oh, crap. So I took the pen away. She just looked at me like, why?
That didn't taste bad. Let's try that one again.
Right? Yeah, take the lid off, then she'd probably have a different story. But I'm not gonna do that.
The girl I was babysitting the other day, she's 2.5, 2 3/4. She'll be 2.5.
Yeah.
And she grabbed my hand and she licked it.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, well, that's new. Okay.
Yeah, Lily did that a few months ago, and it caught me by surprise the first time it happened.
And then she screamed because I wouldn't give her my other hand. And then she screamed and screamed and screamed until I gave her my other hand so that she could lick my other hand. I'm like,
She wanted to compare the two, see if one tasted different.
I guess I think that she was imitating Ash the dog. That's what I think she was doing.
Was Ash the dog licking his own paws, I guess?
No, but he was like licking their hands
Ah,
because he was looking for, food scraps. Um, so I think she was imitating Ash. That's where I think that was going.
I didn't hear the last part of that. Lily was cooing.
I think she was imitating Ash.
Ah,
I think that's where that was going.
let's see, what are we on? Oh, no, I can't turn you up much louder. And yeah, you're at max. That's interesting.
Oh, let me make sure that my Discord is on the right microphone again. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse.
I mean, I could technically turn you up on my computer volume, but I try to keep the computer volume low so that when Lily is asleep and I'm in here watching her on the camera, then I don't wake her up.
I should be nice and loud again.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yep. All of my resettings reset last night.
Actually, yeah, that triggered the That's hilarious. That triggered the camera in the bedroom. It said sound detected.
Everything reset last night.
And the amusing part about my speakers is they are kick butt. I have my speakers on out of 100 volume level. It's on level 6.
I have all of my things at different volumes, like the music that's playing through the stream is at one volume and you're at a different volume. And
Yep.
then I don't remember what else I had. Oh, I was watching Twitch the other day while I was throwing, and that's at a different volume. Everything is set to a different volume.
Yep. I do a similar stunt when I do recordings.
Oh, not throwing anything great and wonderful today. I'm still just making cookies.
The difference is these cookies are not for eating.
Well, they are not. Although Ash would very much like to eat these. He tries to, if there's like any clay chunks on the ground, he always tries to eat them.
Mm.
Which is why I found out that people have cats in studios and not dogs. Because apparently that is a normal thing for dogs to try to do.
Yeah. Which makes sense. Dogs will eat pretty much anything they find on the ground.
Hmm.
Hence why our first dog, her name was Lucky, but her nickname was Hoover.
Well, that's fair. Okay. Another cookie done. I only do 6 of these at a time because I only have 6 large bats. So I figure if I can do 12 of these a day, then over the course of 3 to 4 days, come on, I'll have enough to go underneath a kiln load of yarn bowls. And then I can do a bisque kiln. Throw these all through the bisque kiln with whatever trees I have, and then the next day I can get a yarn bowl kiln on.
I think Lily's trying to tell a story.
She's going to be the next greatest DM.
Ah!
Did I get you? Nope, I didn't get you. Okay.
She wants to play with the microphone.
Daddy's playing with it. Emulate the daddy. So how are you getting reports back to the Demir? Or are you not? Are you just not sending reports in until you get back?
I think that would be ironically what I as a player would be thinking. Because I mean, above table, I'm not sure how she would otherwise.
She could mail things.
Right, I keep forgetting that's a thing in D&D. In a world where magic exists, I keep forgetting that something like a mailbox would still be a thing.
Yeah.
You'd think they wouldn't be. You think with the ability to send, mailboxes would be effectively obsolete.
But not everyone knows how to send.
Touche.
And some people have anti-magic put on them.
I'm gonna set you down for just a little bit. Here you go. I'm beginning to wonder if there is something about her crib itself that she doesn't care for, because she doesn't seem to like being in the crib nowadays, but she doesn't mind being on the mat.
Is she with you when she's on the mat?
Yes, but she's, I mean, quote unquote, with me when she's in the crib, too. I'm in the same room.
But there's bars between you.
Yes, but she can still see me. Which was made obvious the other day because She started talking, and then I answered her back, and then her face lit up, grinning like a Cheshire cat.
She probably still feels more with you without the bars in between and whatnot.
I mean, that's fair. I understand that concept. Yeah. Yeah, I know. She's wanting to play with my sandal. The problem is I'm still wearing it.
In the mouth. Okay.
Because let me double check. Now that I think about it, I'm trying to remember what her spell list is. No, she does not have sending yet. Hmm? Granted, now that I think about it, yes, she will get sending once she reaches level 5.
Mm-hmm. If that's the spell you take.
No, she gets it for free because of
Oh.
Psionic Sorcerer.
Okay.
Yeah, she gets Hunger of Hadar and Sending at level 5.
Cool.
Yeah, okay. That stupid warning has popped back up again, which further confirms it's the blasted sheets. But it makes me wonder, why does it do this in Roll20 but not when I'm using Roll20 via Discord? Not that I'm complaining, because at least I can use it via Discord, but it just confuses me as to why the website seems to be giving me issues.
I don't know. I mean, that just tells me it's more of a browser issue, but you're having it on every browser.
Right. Which to me says, hello, Starlet.
Hello.
I wonder if it uses a certain script that your computer doesn't like when it's opening via browser versus via Discord.
Possibly, in which case that's beyond my knowledge of how to get around.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if it's like something stupid like a Java update or something.
A Java update. That would be ironic. Because I
don't know that they're written. I don't know what they're actually in. I just, you know how you always get like the stupid Java updates when you're just like,
right.
or at least you used
Yeah,
to back in the day.
yeah, because I avoid updating my computer if at all possible these days. On the other hand, once Windows 10, whoop, once Windows 10 stops being supported later this year, my ability to update will be moot.
Hmm. So what are you working on today, hon?
I'm waiting on dumping large trees. They're at 16 minutes still.
Cool.
And then I have the kiln emptied. So loading that, getting your flat space freed up down there, but I don't know obviously where it's going up here either. So.
Hang on.
Well, if you can give Mom trees to put lights in.
Yeah, I can do that. And we need this other medium fir done. Snow and lights, and then Grand Place needs the 2X, and they need smalls, and they need minis, which I know I need to do the minis. So, I mean, if she does the medium fir, and she does, maybe if she does both medium firs, one with snow, one without snow, and some smalls.
And if you bring me some mediums and smalls down, I'll get started on those for the kiln tonight. Because today is all about trees and cookies.
Hmm.
Oh, that didn't work. Come on.
Oh, looks like I'm at the party.
What?
Who could that be? I'll be right back.
Okay.
AJ having computer issues. I don't know if I'm gonna have them tonight or not.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm left with, and nobody from Dungeon Coach has. Pretty much everybody that has commented is like the time isn't good for them, which is fair. But the time is. I think it should be good for East like for a game coming off the East Coast, being that it's 8 p.m. But
and what level DC 20 is it?
4.
What kind of characters do you already have in the party?
Aaron is playing a fighter, or now called champion. Adam has a bard. AJ was gonna play a monk. And if I end up running an NPC, I thought I might just level up my commander to 4 and run that. But I would just run for 3 if I had 3.
Are you running is it 9.5?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, maybe Ellie Rage might have to make an appearance in DC 20.
Oh, nice. That would be something.
Maybe I'll make a character at lunch today. Maybe I'll go live on Roll With Us, and I'll make a character on lunch today. Ooh, we are echoing.
Is that funny? Is that funny?
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that
That's hilarious. She's learned how to pull the mic towards her. Yeah. You want to say hello?
Ash,
Well, that was weird. A couple people showed up at my door asking about a shower door installation. I'm thinking, what?
Interesting.
Yeah, no, 'cause I did not call for that.
Did your landlord call for that?
Not to my knowledge, or if he did, he didn't tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, between the showers we have, he had no reason to.
Mm.
Hmm?
Okay. Hello, Mr. Ash. Hello. I need an Ash camera. Yeah, you want to come up? Come here. Come on.
a camera that you attach to him would be cool.
A camera I attached to him would be cool. That's fair.
Yeah.
You have a GoPro?
No, I
But
don't
you're
have a
mimic
go.
saving,
I
saving your
am.
mimic.
You're saving my mimic. Oh, I forgot my mimic this morning after we just talked about it. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think Matt may be joining us.
Cool. Can you tell him that we're live?
Yeah, I did. I told him he was wanting to know if we're hanging out just for giggles, because he didn't want to interrupt.
Do you want a water while I'm up here?
No, I'm good, thank you. I opened one of the bottles down here. I keep saying I'm gonna make more ice and I keep not doing it.
Same, because our ice maker doesn't work, so I have to make it manually.
Yeah, my parents' ice maker doesn't work either. One of our goals is to replace the refrigerator, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, in a perfect world, I would replace ours too, but it took so much effort to get the fridge in the kitchen in the first place during the move. One of the ironies of having an island in the kitchen.
yeah. My parents have island and skinny doors and...
Yeah. According to my dad, when the move was done, they literally had to bring the refrigerator in through the window.
Yeah. Yep, those 3 are ready to go up. All the yarn bowls behind me are ready to go up. Gary's giving me flat space. He is amazing.
Don't really have much room to put anything though.
Yeah. Well, tonight, whenever you randomly have time, if you
Yeah.
find, whatever your favorite marbled pieces are that you just want me to do in a clear glaze.
Yeah.
If you bring those down, I'll work on them when I'm done with the trees.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I don't actually know if I'm gonna have time today to do it or not, but especially if I'm playing in DC20. But that's next up on my list after I fill the tree kiln tonight.
Okay.
He says he'll be along in a few minutes.
Cool.
On the end of Alley Rage, there is an ancestral barbarian. When you picked that in D&D, did you pick it for the mechanics or did you pick it for the flavor?
I picked it for the flavor.
Okay. It is very different, but I think that it hits that like ancestral theme.
Cool.
Like I think you can like you take the parry action or something or like a defense maneuver and you can protect somebody in like an aura around you because you know your ancestral protectors, your guardians are the ones actually doing it for you. Um, and I think there's some other benefits. I'm not sure, but it's not like the if you hit somebody they're taunted kind of thing.
So my question is, talk to me about nets in DC 20.
Nets. Well, it would be the capture properties what you would need on. I don't know if he has actual net stats. He might. But you would make an attack with it, and I would have to look at the capture property and see what it says. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
I
not
think
sure if it's. I'm not sure if it's a saving throw for them, if it has the capture property, or if it hits, it automatically captures, and they have to make like a check to get out.
okay.
I have to see.
Oh, that's interesting. How do you earn XP in the YouTube?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
If you look in the chat, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Oh, what did I do? Stop that. Clickety clickety. Just all I see in my restream chat is I'll be joining in a couple minutes. So let me go to YouTube.
You don't see the little crown next to Matt's name?
Oh. Restream.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't. But I'm in restream, so.
Ah.
Um.
Well, I will be right back. I think Lily's getting fussy.
YouTube.
Goblin will exist. It currently doesn't, but you could probably just say it's a goblin and pick whatever traits make sense for
Yeah.
for what you're going for. But Goblin will officially exist. It's just not there yet.
History playlists. Okay, come on. I know I'm live. Google account, Switch account. Your channel. Okay. Alright, mute that. Maybe he's my top commenter or a person that watches the most. Oh, he's my top fan. Aw, Matt's my #1 top fan.
Awesome.
Very cool. Okay. All right. 6 cookies made. Yes, these are large cookies because I have large pieces. I will be making some smaller of these over the next couple of days. Gary is dumping molds.
Yeah, it's heavy. Very heavy, sorry.
I don't aim to please.
Matt is my top fan. I don't know if it's because he's commented the most or watched the most amount of minutes or whatever, but he's my number one fan.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
How are y'all doing?
I'm good. Did you hear that? You're my number one
Yeah.
fan. Don't lick my hands.
I guess you guys didn't hear when I came in. I said I aim to please.
Oh. Okay. Let's bring up my chat.
Yeah, I was trying to
again.
get Twitch to go up on one screen and YouTube to go up on the other, and my internet's saying that it's fighting it, by the way.
Okay. Rude.
Rude, exactly.
Okay. Oh, that's not restream. That's my problem. All right, back to restream. Open OBS. Okay. All right. Now let's head over to the painting camera where Gary has put a fir tree. That works.
It needs drilled.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to drill it on camera, so that's going to have to be a later problem.
So what about firing that fir tree that's there? I don't know if that makes sense in this kiln. There's a fir tree down there that's painted.
It would be a fir tree and 2 medium large instead of the 4 medium large.
3 extra. Okay, but we'd still get the 3 extra, the 2 extra large in, or 3 extra large.
Yeah. I'm sorry, 3 extra. Yeah, we could do 2 extra large and 2 large fir trees. We could do that.
Do you want another fir?
I think there's 2 firs that are painted.
There's 1 that's painted? Question mark? There's 1 down there that's painted. Right. I don't think there's another one down here that's painted. There's 2 desks down here.
Huh, I thought I had painted another one.
So I could bring you fir tree to paint.
Okay.
If you want to do a fir tree instead of the other extra large, because we only need 2 extra large.
Outside. Okay.
Right, but what if one of the extra larges doesn't come through the kiln?
Okay, so we should do 3 extra large then.
Okay.
That's more pressing than more pressing.
Okay.
I'm feeling good about this, because I mean, in actuality, we're just about done with Wooden Indian. 1 tree needs to get done, and then 2 need to be boxed. And Grand Place is, everything Grand Place is downstairs except for the extra large trees that we need. 2 of them, and then the 2X, which is up here still, but it's, out of the kiln. So, although I do need to box Grand's order.
My tree is on the other side. Okay.
I think I see Sunday as my boxing day. Unless I do tomorrow, boxing tomorrow. Prioritize that over pouring tomorrow. But I wanted to get another run of large trees, that'll give me 8. And another run of the bases, which will give me a whole bunch more bases. And the chocolate shop, their order's not too bad. So I really think next week we can get 2 orders out, and then the following week get the chocolate shop out. That would be cool.
Yep. Yep.
Cool. I got both pages up.
You got both pages up? You're amazing. If I can get 50 fans in Twitch, then I can do cool stuff there with like having a little dragon buddy that talks to you, and like you guys can earn what was I gonna do? I don't remember if it was
Like an AI companion type deal.
yeah. But I need to get 50 followers first, so I can't do any of, and I can't do like polls and stuff until I get 50 followers. So I might be able to do polls in YouTube now though, which I really need to look into because once I start fun throwing, I want to be able to do that. All right.
I think that was at 500.
Was it at 500? Yeah.
I think so. That was the downside to YouTube over Twitch, was you needed less people. 500 was the first milestone that unlocked like super chats and that kind of thing.
You guys are about 20 seconds lagged on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, I'm running through Restream, so I can go to both. So I definitely have like big lag.
Yeah, so if there are any more people listening in, Twitch is definitely faster. You'll see stuff faster than YouTube.
That's cool.
That's another benefit of watching Twitch and becoming a follower on Twitch, is because you have less lag.
Yeah, Twitch just lets you do like fun things.
Alright, pouring the bases. Then, dump the bases. And then, clean up the bases, clean up the trees. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at.
Cool.
Also, Gary, I really wanted to join the DC game, but I will not be able to, because as soon as I was going to make arrangements so I could, I had a friend come up and go, "Hey, we're getting a reunion together for everybody that was in the class for my job corps that I was in."
That's awesome.
So I just wanted to let you know that I would absolutely love to do it. So hopefully next time.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Every single time there's a chance, it's like, oh, do this.
I think I'm bringing in Alley Rage tonight.
I gotta try to get you into a level 1 game though, so you can, or even novice, so you can learn the basics. This is level 4 tonight, so it might be better that you, if you've never played DC-20, that your first experience is something other than this one.
Okay. I don't feel too bad now. I mean,
level 1 DC-20 is like level 3 D&D as far as complexity. Oh. I think we need to replace this plug, maybe.
This plug?
The plug for the pouring machine.
I agree with you.
Yeah, it's getting scorched.
Okay. Because we keep unplugging it and plugging it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have 2 little black voids?
Have two little what?
Cat.
We have one black cat, one orange cat, and one tuxedo cat.
Gotcha. I saw 2 pictures of the black. I was like, "Do you guys have 2?"
Nope. That's my bear. He's perfect and precious, and nobody can tell me otherwise.
He looks a lot like my Toby that I had growing up. So
I had to work a long time with him just so that I could pick him up. And now he just lays on me when nobody's around. But as soon as he gets distracted, he's like, oh, I'm not actually allowed to like people. And then he runs away.
people are here knowing what I can do. This isn't allowed.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Gary has a video. It's an awful video of it's an awful video of me. It's really cute though. Of him grooming my hair. Because apparently, like, he thinks I need cleaned on it. He thinks my hair needs to be cleaned on a regular basis. So
Nice.
he likes to groom my hair. But you can hear the pouring machine in the background.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we definitely need wireless cameras. That's going to be the next thing.
One up here for me.
One up there for
Orange.
you. One down here for where I'm painting. We definitely need wireless cameras. That's going to be the next. I've been looking into them.
Yeah, because I feel like pouring is kind of cool, but
yeah, but like you have weird noises coming from your mic, and like
nobody knows what it is.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I need to. Well, Prime Day is like next week or something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna work on that, and then I'm gonna need to get another, what are these called, scenes in my OBS so that I have a square for Gary pouring. Because I have, oh, my mouse isn't here. In my other, in my throwing scene, I have the top-down camera, the side-angle camera, and then the camera that's on me. But that camera is currently set up for painting because I knew that I wasn't going to be throwing for very long today. So I just had the
Okay.
painting camera set up. But I don't really like the angle of the painting camera. Maybe I do. I don't know. I think I just need light over here. I think I've finally gotten it to a place where it makes sense. Although, it is a little awkward for me. But I think no matter how I paint on camera, it's going to be a little awkward for me, so...
Something that usually is, like, when I paint or if I do any kind of artistic stuff, it's usually alone in what I would consider an intimate setting, so that makes sense.
Yeah. And, like, if I paint like I normally do, I'm completely off camera.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna mute this for a second. I got people doing yard work outside.
How much more do you have to pour?
Oh, I have 2 more bases.
Okay. Is your air conditioner on too?
It is.
Okay.
And
I'm
I
picking
emptied
out
the
all the
dehumidifier.
and the dehumidifier. Yeah, I'm picking out all the noises up there.
You probably can't hear the dehumidifier right now. Not over the pouring machine.
Yeah.
And now I always start at the left end of the table, so I work my way towards the machine.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I'm actually like at the machine, it's probably louder.
Yeah.
So another DC-20 thing then with your net. If you take the trip maneuver, you can probably add a trip to the net's capture and
Oh,
like
that's cool.
knock them prone, and restrained in the net
Nice.
with a single attack. Yeah. And they changed it now where the trip maneuver only costs 1 action. It used to cost 2.
Cool.
Yeah. But in general, the story for tonight's game is cool. So, I think you should appreciate it. And I don't think I spoiled too much of it. In fact, you may not even remember.
No, I don't know anything about tonight's game.
I'll tell you, it has branching paths. There's like one point where you can go 2 different directions, and then even still, you could go the other direction.
Cool.
So, yeah, it's pretty well written.
Ash, are you on camera? You're not on camera. Hello, my Ash. How are you, baby?
And then I just fill up my container with flip, so I have some to top off the molds. Although they're bases, so they don't really need it that much. Turn that off. Now the only thing you should be picking up is the air conditioner.
Yep, that is much better.
Set my timer. Oh.
Yeah, we need to better figure out cameras and whatnot.
There's a time.
All right.
Did you say who has the time? Because if you said that, that is absolutely true.
I said it comes with time,
Oh,
but I mean that's also true.
So I spoiled this a little bit for Zanny, so I'm going to spoil this a little bit for you. Tonight, you are going to get to a small village with a boat, and your Fae friend is going to want to get on said boat to get to Sacro. Are you going to follow her
You mean
onto?
tomorrow, right?
Yes,
Or Saturday?
Saturday. Yes, I meant Saturday. I'm sorry. I'm a little confused.
It's fine.
So is Theo going to jump on said random boat ride to follow the random Fae to or random celestial slash Fae question mark to get to
Well, he has yet to do what his teacher and friend has told him, or I guess it'd be his dad's friend, technically.
Okay.
So he's going to probably knowing that Zanny's also listening. He'll probably do a scroll of sending.
Okay.
And just kind of say, hey, this is what's going on, this is what we've been through, brief that, and then this person tried to actually save me, possibly, and just leave it off at
Possibly.
that.
Cool.
As far like Theo kind of goes with the crowd. Let me kind of correct that. Theo will go with Kira because he trusts Kira.
Mm-hmm.
Starlet's gonna go with Theo, and with that, I'm gonna sign off because I'm gonna be coming down to get you flat space.
Okay, do you want to bring me a couple more trees to paint?
Sure.
Mediums, smalls, something that I can put around
Sure.
these in the kiln. Cool.
Okay.
You're awesome. Thank you.
But now Theo wants the best for the entire group in actuality. He is very I want to give him a very intellectual vibe. So very kind of nerdy in a way, but also of who is this? What do they want? And if they seem a threat, he's gonna like a threat.
Cool. Very cool. I don't know if Zanny's back yet or not.
Oh, was he not? He's on, but not on. Got it.
Yeah, he I think he went to go do something with Lily.
The life of a father.
Yeah. Okay.
In Discord, I put a picture of said cat that I was talking about. So during break or whichever.
I'll have to go check it out. Cool.
So how did the month of throwing go?
So, I currently have 105 yarn bowls. 85 of them are bisqued. 20 of them are not. And we went away for that week, which caused all kinds of havoc. And because Pennsylvania has been wetter than the Amazon in the past month, when we came back, I feel like things were wetter than when we left. So I was thinking that while we were gone, everything was going to be nice and bone dry for us to put in the kiln. That was not at all the case, and everything was soaking wet. So we we needed to take an additional week of drying everything out before we could put anything in the kiln. So unfortunately, that pushed me over my 30 days, but the rest of the yarn bowls are going to go in the kiln not tonight, but tomorrow night. And then I'm going to start with the painting kiln loads. So I'll do 4 kiln loads of painted stuff. And then I'll have everything done. So it's going to take me another week to be done with it, unfortunately. But I have some really cool pieces. I don't know if you can see that one right there. You can see it, but you can't really see the marbling.
And then the orange tree?
Yeah, right above the orange thing. Oh, where's my finger? There's my finger. Come on.
Oh, my screen was okay, yeah.
So that one is like a really cool marble effect. Actually, I'm gonna go grab that while these are drying. That one is probably my favorite of all of the marbled ones. Actually, I have another one up there too, but I'm not gonna screw with that and try to get it down. But I've been throwing cookies to go under these so that if the glaze runs, it doesn't screw with my kiln shelving. Um, Sorry, there's no straight lines in this studio. Everything's walking around in circles.
4 steps. Awesome.
Yeah, but nothing. So I've realized this about this house. I pull up my flashlight here on my phone. You can't walk straight. You have to walk like sideways because there's no room in it anywhere. So like you have to walk around things. So the reddish brown color on this one is actually going to turn a really dark brown after the final firing.
That's really cool. It reminds me of like Jupiter.
Yeah. Really happy with this one. So this is going to get a clear glaze on it. This one is not going to get any color so that marbling really comes through. Okay.
Awesome.
But Gary is being amazing, and he keeps moving stuff around so that we get so that the flat space keeps moving. Because we never have any flat space. And I was going to throw 18 cookies a day, but I don't have enough flat space to do it, so I'm doing 12 a day, which is fine. It's just going to take one more day of throwing to make all the cookies. And I put kiln wash on my shelves, but I still don't want the glaze to run onto my shelves if I can prevent it, because then it's just a whole load of scraping and grinding and nonsense that isn't necessary if you use a cookie. So I've been making cookies that are wide enough to go under the bowls with no problems. So I'd like to, they don't have to be bisqued before they go underneath, but they'll hold up a little bit better. You're amazing. Thank you, Gary. They'll hold up a little bit better if they're bisqued first. So, yep. Just those two though, because those are the only two that are wiped down. The others need to be wiped down still. I wipe them down so that there's no sharp edges. I don't fully trim them, but just a quick wipe down, make sure there's no sharp edges before they head off to the kiln, because I don't want them cutting people when they come out of the kiln.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah, I'm mean, but not that mean. All of my mean comes out in D&D.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
All the yarn bowls are ready. That one is not that's actually, I made a plate. It is ready. It's my first ever plate. We're gonna see how it comes out of the kiln. I didn't show it off.
I just put something on the Roll With Us self-promotion advertising, you guys being live.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
So did I tell you guys that I actually got fully into this EMT class?
I inferred that from something Zanny had posted in the group thingy, but that is amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm so scared.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
And you'll do great with people.
oh yeah. Just like I in the beginning of this, when I came on, I was thinking about it. I was like, man, it's a calling, and to anyone who watches this or anyone who um comes on, EMT, EMS, period, is an amazing profession. It's also one of, in my opinion, the hardest.
Oh, absolutely. We had
Um,
our school did a thing with the EMS that they took seniors on calls.
oh, for ride-alongs.
Yeah. And
Oh yeah.
I was good until a little kid broke a bone and the bone was sticking out of the leg. Bones are
Yeah.
really white.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Yeah. So I smiled at the kid and was just like, I'm gonna go get something from the ambulance, but you're gonna be just fine. And I left. And the one guy was like, Are you gonna be okay? And I'm like, Nope,
Nope.
but I'm fine. He's like, Cool, you just hang out over here. I'm like, Yep. Blood, fine, no problem. Everything, fine. Bone is apparently my kryptonite. So, yeah.
My last ride along, because I had to take two. We had a lady get in a wreck, and she because of HIPAA, I can't tell you much, of course,
Yeah.
but she car wreck, unaware that side of her car was a car that model that had airbags in the front besides just her steering wheel.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So from where her hand was positioned on the steering wheel, during the crash, it caused her hand to get hurt, and it peeled back the like the first at least 2 layers of skin,
Oof.
and so she had a bunch of wonderful human juice coming out,
Mm-hmm.
blood,
Yep.
and I looked at that, and that was actually one of my biggest things. Is like, I don't do well with my blood. Am I going to do well with theirs?
Uh-huh.
Turns out my body's fine. My
Woohoo!
brain is okay with looking at other people in that situation. But I guarantee you, when I get a paper cut, I get faint.
That's weird. Okay.
It's like I get a paper cut and I shed a few drops of blood. I'm over here going, I don't feel good. But yet I can look at somebody in a situation and it's like, oh, that's a lot. That probably shouldn't be coming out of your body. That helps you live. Let's get you wrapped up.
Mm-hmm.
And had absolutely no problem with it.
When I get shots, I cry.
I hate needles. I hate needles.
So I can give blood. I can get tattoos. Tattoo. Where am I? Tattoo.
And on your finger, nonetheless.
Yeah, no problem. It was fine. but like I needed a shot in my knee for a steroid shot in my knee. And I knew it was coming. I knew walking into that doctor's office, I was going to be getting this shot. And as soon as like the conversation turned like towards that whole vein, my eyes just started leaking. Like there was no sobbing, there was no emotion behind it, just water pouring down my face.
Yeah, I don't do needles either.
It's okay.
I've gotten
just
better
put it in the reclaim.
because I had to.
Sorry, continue.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna have to go. Well,
okay. Well,
sorry. Wife came into the room and started asking questions, and I had to make sure everything was okay.
Cool.
No, so I had to get a TB shot and a tetanus shot last year.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, I hate needles. I don't want to do this. I go to the local pharmacy or place that actually has the tetanus shot and all that. Because last year I worked with steel, iron, rust, all that fun.
Yep. Take them down. Take the
So I'm
board
like,
down.
yeah, I need a tetanus shot. So, I don't die.
Huh. That's important. Not dying is important.
Yeah. So I go in there. I was like, I hate needles. Is there any way that you can do this to where I don't feel it? And he goes, what do you mean it's done? And when I had been talking to him, we were having a conversation. I pulled up my sleeve like he asked me to. He tourniquet my arm with the rubber band, stuck it in, didn't feel a thing, wiped it, and put a band-aid in the matter of like 2 minutes. And while we were having a conversation, and then I remembered, oh yeah, I'm here for a shot, and said that, and he goes, dude, we've been done. And I'm over here going, this is amazing.
That's awesome. Love it. Gary, take the board down, please. Okay, I'm down to 103 bowls now.
Down?
I was at 105. 2 of them just broke. So now I'm at 103.
Oh, no.
But now Gary has learned a lesson that you take the board down before you try to take a bowl off of it so that you don't break the bowl. Everything is a learning experience.
Very true in marriage.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Everything is a learning experience.
But
take the board down.
Do you guys have wonderful plans for blowing up fireworks? I have to say that strategically. I remember.
No. We are going to protect the doggos from all the scary fireworks.
Got it.
Yeah. Yep. That's my plan for July 4th. We don't know how Ash responds to fireworks, but Buster, our dachshund, is scared to death of thunder and lightning and fireworks and all of that. So Ash could care less about thunderstorms. So we're hoping he's the same way with fireworks. But yeah,
no,
what about?
My in-laws have a dog actually 2 dogs that are the same way. They give them their little herbal gummies.
Nice.
And it calms them down and, helps with that. Tomorrow night, my wife's grandmother usually has a bunch of people over. from our church and from just different family and friends. And we do a bunch of fireworks, food, potluck style,
Cool.
and my family comes out. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but I have to be at work at 6 in the morning on Saturday still. So I'm gonna be waking up at 4 a.m. So I'm gonna probably be leaving before most of the fireworks start, which is gonna be so fun to fall asleep to.
Uh-huh. I mean, at least you don't have to do the, be there with all the people blowing off their fingers and whatnot. That's not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trained yet for that, so yeah, that works.
I was just talking about like cleaning up the ambulances afterwards. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't do that right
Oh, you
now.
don't do that. Okay.
Oh, I do. Yeah. Okay. Now my brain. I'm so tired. That's my only excuse. I've come to the state of perpetually tired, and I told a coworker and who is an EMT, and they're like, "Congratulations, you've already been there. You're gonna fit right in." But no, I won't have to do that. I have a friend who picked up a shift to do that, but
Okay.
so I'm gonna bug him until I can't.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But no, with this EMT class, I found out that there's an exam. Cannot speak this morning. There's an exam every Monday, and there is a quiz every day. The exam is over the quizzes, and the quizzes are over the bookwork.
Okay.
There's around 41 quizzes. Let's see. 8 exams, because it's 8 weeks. And then my big national NREMT, which is the National Registry for the EMT test. Which, because of my company, I'm actually doing for free.
Nice. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited. I have a lot of people pulling for me. I have a lot of people asking where they could help out, and I think what helps the most is the support. Because it's very, very taxing. I will put it in D&D terms of congratulations, you are soloing the big bad. And by the way, you only have 1 spell slot from each level left. Have fun. Your HP is now 2.
Have fun. Good luck.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it feels like.
Have you looked at flashcards for your phone?
I've been looking for a virtual flashcards. I haven't seemed to find any. There
Okay.
is a company called Paramedic Flash that does hand it's physical flashcards with all the medications that are administered, and it goes on to say that how different tones are, and it's a really good teaching resource. They literally just came out with a water bottle that has all the rhythms of the heartbeat.
Huh.
And like fully just displayed. And I'm wondering that if I take that to class, would it be considered as cheating? Yes, sir. I'm only thirsty.
You can't take my water away from me. All right, hold on. Let me search for the flashcard app.
Are you talking about like Quizlet?
No, flashcards for study. Anki. ANKI. So people put flashcards in here, and you can download their list of flashcards. And it's really nice because let's say that flashcard A you get correct. And there's 26 flashcards. Flashcard A you get correct. Cool. It goes to the end. It comes back around. Flashcard A you get correct again. Cool. Now it goes behind, like all the way at the end. So you'll have to go through all 25 of the other flashcards, or the 10 flashcards that you were having issues with. Those are the ones that keep coming up. And then they'll, for like 2 or 3 times, and then it'll go back through all of the ones you already knew. So there's like an algorithm within the study cards, so the ones you don't know come up more often than the ones you did know. And you can download other people's flashcards. So when I was studying for my New Jersey insurance exam, I downloaded someone else's flashcards for that. And whenever I was waiting in line for 5 minutes, or whenever you have 10 minutes to spare, I would just pull up the app and I'd go through 20 flashcards. And I'm sure, especially if it's a national thing, I'm sure you can download somebody's flashcards for that.
There is not an NREMT on Anki.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
I downloaded
it.
It is a subscription service, but it does have a free mode, it looks like, so I'm going to try that. But it has a lot of medical stuff, so I can do that. I think it's geared for nurses, which, I mean, that's amazing, too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can search, like, paramedics. Okay. They have the 11th edition of medical terminology for EMTs, which, I mean, hey, that's something.
Yep.
There's 576 cards. So, I mean, hey, that's something.
Yep. Yeah, and like I said, you'll go through those 576 cards, and then anything you got wrong, you'll see those again first. And then everything that you got right will kind of go to the back of it, and then you'll still get them, you just won't get them as often.
Yeah.
And they won't be in order, so you won't get used to like this question is next and this question is next, and so there's specifically no order to them, which is also nice.
The lifetime subscription is $50.
Oh wow, I didn't have to pay anything for mine.
Well, I'm not downing that. That's an amazing price compared to other things that are going on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have an annual of $20 a year, or $4 or $5 a month.
Okay.
Which, I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, and they have all the different languages on there. So But yeah,
I will definitely be putting this to use. Thank you so much.
yeah, absolutely. I loved it for my insurance exam because you didn't have to pull out all the books. You didn't have to I could literally just. I remember waiting online at the DMV and just pulling it up in like just a half an hour of just random questions.
Yeah. My best friend just got in with State Farm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He just did his test. He was in the classes and everything. So he might be an agent or might be still trading. I don't know how long, and I don't know how State Farm works. But yeah. But I'll send this to him as well, just so he can help study. And what I
Yeah.
like about this app already, and I mean, I've only been on here like 2 seconds, is
Sure.
if it.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Like I said, it doesn't have anything for the NREMT, but I can create something and label it for it. So
I'm sorry. What did you really like about it?
that I can create
Oh, yeah.
lists.
Yep.
And like I said, I searched that there was none for the National Registry, but because there's not one, I can make one.
Right. Yep. Yeah. I was really happy. One of my friends, that's how she learned Japanese, by using like the kanji for Japanese.
Yeah.
That's how she learned Japanese, which is how I got onto the app, because she was just like, I bet they have something for you.
Well, I'm definitely going to be sharing this with people.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really happy with that. We are, in 2 years, we are thinking about taking a cruise to Greenland and Iceland and all of that. So I was thinking about grabbing that app and looking up some words that would help me, because I'm very poor at learning languages. So I was thinking about pulling up some languages and just kind of seeing if I could learn just, bathroom.
Something
Ship.
to help with that is English is usually a second language.
Yep.
I'm
And that's
not
what they
saying
said,
that it's
that like everyone at the port
guaranteed.
speaks English. Like everyone is like, and I'm like, okay, cool. But like, can we at least make a little bit of an effort? Like, you are going to their country. Like,
Absolutely. I am partially French, and my dad, like on my dad's side, we have family in France, and I would love to go visit them in Nice. But I speak like less than 2% of any kind of French. So no, I get it.
Yeah, like I would love to do a German, one of the German riverboats. Like that is my goal in life, is to take a riverboat down the brain fart down the
Thames?
Is that the big river in Germany?
I have no idea. I'll check though.
There's a big river in Germany that just goes from like one end of Germany all the way to the other. So I think you start in Switzerland and you end in France, Italy. Oh wow, geography's now failing me too. Cool.
The Rhine River.
Yes, that's it. It literally takes the boat
Also,
straight through.
So, the biggest river in Germany is the Rhine River. The Danube River is another major river in Germany, although it is longer overall.
Yeah, I think it's the Rhine River is the one that I was looking at. It goes through Mannheim. And I think that's the one. But I was looking at the riverboat cruises, but they're so expensive, and that's not something that we can do at this moment. So,
Yeah.
bucket list cruise.
Bucket list. I have so many items on that.
I don't. I try not to put anything on a bucket list. I try to just do. If I want to do the thing, I try to go do the
That
thing.
mentality. I really like that mentality.
Yeah, I try not to. Try not to.
Although I'm kind of living like I'm in a bucket list job.
There you go.
Like I wanted to be a civil servant, which this is definitely part of that.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's just one of those things. It's like, okay, let's do this. Growing up, I always wanted to be a police officer. Couldn't do that due to life circumstances. And then so I was like, okay, cool, and literally just put it out of my mind. Then when this job came up, I'm like, okay, I'm never gonna get that. That would be awesome. Let's go with life. And lo and behold, it happens. And then I'm scrambling to you going, I need help on our resume because I can't.
I keep texting one of my friends for his resume. I'm like, I haven't received it yet. Poke, poke. When are we doing this? And he's like, yeah, I'll get to it eventually. And I'm like, poke, poke. You told me not to relent. Poke, poke.
No, I hear you on that. That's I need that as well.
Yeah, he's so smart, and he's making shit money at a shit company. And
Yeah.
he just moved, and he moved into an apartment. So he doesn't make enough money to move into an apartment because they say he doesn't make enough money, even though he just lived in that same apartment complex 3 months ago before he moved in to help out his mother, and now his mother has passed, so now he's looking to move back into the apartment building and sell her place. And they're like, yeah, you don't make enough money. And he's like, I was just here like 3 months ago. What? They're like, yeah, you don't make enough money. You can't move in. So instead of paying $1,400 in rent, he's now paying $1,700 in rent to a private rental company.
Golly.
Because he didn't make enough money to move into the $1,400 in rent.
So let me charge you $300 more just for heck.
Yep, because they won't accept you, so I get to charge you more.
Well, when me and my wife got into our apartments here, they wanted a credit check.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, it's going to be kind of hard because I don't have any credit. Having no credit at this time was 30. I was 30 years old. I didn't realize that it was that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
All my life I was like, hey, don't do credit cards. Cool, won't do credit cards. And it's like, okay, cool. Well, you can't really get anywhere in life with no credit, or if you can, but it's just very difficult.
Yep.
So that's the next goal, is for me is trying to develop credit, which I've been given very, very awesome advice by so many people.
That's good.
But back to that, the apartment complex situation, that's stupid.
Yeah. Yep.
Because what they had us do is because we didn't have credit, is they basically did almost the same thing as, hey, so the down payment for you to move in and everything and all the fees just went up by about like $300 to $400 because you don't have a credit
Mm-hmm.
score.
Yep.
I will. I'm gonna leave you on your own for a little bit, and I will be back.
Okay, just really quick.
Yes.
I would recommend Credit Karma only
Yes.
because I'm not saying to sign up for all of their credit cards and all of that other bullshit that they have on there. Because they will tell you if someone has used your social security number to apply for something. Every 6 months, someone uses my social security number to apply for a credit card with JCPMB, I think. And so every 6 months, I call them up and I get it removed and blah, blah, blah. But I know about it because of Credit Karma.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass to get removed, but at least I knew about it. So, anyway, that's my 2 cents on that whole thing. But yeah, you have a wonderful afternoon. I am going to go have lunch.
Okay.
Yeah, after I'm done painting this tree. And then I'm probably going to go live on Roll With Us and build a character.
I will be there for that too. I have
Cool.
nothing to do today until later tonight, so.
Awesome. You have fun. I will talk to you later. All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right, so I'm going to finish this tree. And Gary is making me a grilled cheese sandwich because he is amazing. And then I'm going to take that in and I'm going to build a level 4 Alley Rage Goblin in Roll20. They don't have goblins yet, so I'm probably going to be Beastborn. I'm assuming. And then when I get back here this afternoon, Gary has given me a ton of free space over there. So now I have more room to make cookies. So I'm probably going to spread out the cookies that I made earlier, or last night, and flipped over. Wipe them all down, spread them out. And then I'll take the ones that I made this morning. You know what? I probably won't do that yet. I'll paint those. And I will put this tree together. And then paint those, put this tree together. And then right before I go up to make dinner, I'll probably throw another 6 cookies. But I would like this to dry really well before I start touching it a bunch and putting it together. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. So that is done. And you're back and I'm leaving.
Isn't that usually how it goes?
Yep. So I just finished painting this tree. I'm going to go have lunch, jump on Roll With Us, make my level 4 Alley Rage, and then I'll be back down to put the extra large tree together. I'll paint all of those. I will.
Catch you with us then.
Yeah. And then right before dinner, I will throw another 6 cookies. So that's the goal for this afternoon. All right. Well, you have fun, and I will catch you later.
Okie dokie. Are we still recording?